a name that is synonymous with action, the domain of pauper ideology. Go and tell them that the talk and do focused system of governance has done it again. The university is finally in the Eastern region. We are certainly in a new direction. We appreciate the good work of SWP-led government in doing the field, particularly in education. This reminds me of the words of John F. Kennedy, who once said, and I quote, "As we express our gratitude, we must not forget that the highest appreciation is not to utter words, but to live by action." And today, words are not enough to express our gratitude to you, sir. On behalf of the people of this region, the administration, the staff and students of Eastern Technical University of Sierra Leone, I humbly promise that our appreciation will be translated into action in the next general election. We are now sure of the common adage that the wise men came from the east. Now, we have the knowledge production industry at our doorstep. We have been doing research of university education elsewhere, and in the process, a lot of us suffered. In the process, some of our colleagues, our brothers, lost their lives. In the process, some of those who had the qualification could not go to Western area in search of education because of opportunity. Today, we have it available at our doorstep. I can easily come to this place, do what I want to do, and get back to Shebuma and pass my night there. Mr. President, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, permit me to express our sincere thanks to all those who in various ways contributed immensely to making this day a success. Ministers of government, Speaker of Parliament, Leader of the House of Parliament, especially the Leader of Government, Honorable Matthew Nyuma, the Honorable Mohamed Hassana, who also served as Oversight Committee Chairman in Parliament for Higher Education, and the ambassadors, honorable members of Parliament, high commissioners, as well as government appointees, for accepting our request to support and participate in this occasion. The authorities in the education sector, I will say thank you, sir. Professor Alpha Tijan Muri. The Deputy Minister, Mr. Sajo Aziz Kamara, your appointment ushered in university status for Eastern Region. We also appreciate Ministry team, Ministry of Technical and Higher Education. The Ministry has provided great strength to technical and higher education across this country. Indeed, our President did not do any wrong to divide the Ministry of Education into two. Today, higher education is given the kind of attention that we deserve. I can't stop but to say thank you to the Tertiary Education Commission, TEC, especially the chair, our Professor Aliani Mohamed Agali. We banked on his experience, and we are where we are today because of the enormous contributions together with his commissioners. The advices we will take, the courage we will keep to ensure that we do what we are supposed to do. We are extremely grateful for your support. Let me put on records our appreciation for the continued support extended by all key stakeholders of Eastern Region. Your guidance, continuous support in this drive was a motivation. Ministers from this part of the country, deputy ministers across this country, honorable members of Parliament from the East, government appointees. You created the University Trust Fund in this drive under the watch of Professor David J. Francis and our resident minister, Mr. Andrew Ansu Patoa, including the Mayor of Kenema City Council, His Worship, the Mayor Thomas Tabate Bayo, the former Mayor J.S. Kefala, District Council Chairman, especially the Mohamed Ole Busise, / CSOs, Director General of SLBC, I will single you out. Joseph Igbena Kapua Esquire, you are honored. We will count on your continuous support and want to ensure that all those who promised, who pledged, who have given something will continue to do so. On that note, we want to remain grateful to philanthropists who donated to this institution, especially the Honorable Vice President of this country, Dr. Julie Jalo, our Minister of Finance, and the current SLPP Chairman of the region, Mr. Dennis Bani, the Honorable Boston Munda, the city MP of this constituency, Dr. Alfred Maurice Afar, through his efforts facilitated the donation of 50 desktop computers and 600 textbooks of recent editions from Concordia University of Alberta, Canada. Wow. Let me say, Mr. President, sir, that there are people who are indeed philanthropists. I will acknowledge Mr. Abubakar Achifu Fana, who just donated a 250 kVA generator plant for this institution. It is our hope that after here we go, I will allow His Excellency to commission that generator. Mr. Ibrahim Dean, aka Jobs, the CEO of Unique Solution Company Limited. They just look at the back of this amphitheater. A 6 VIP rooms is constructed. Wow. To ease ourselves. This was done by George. The Lebanese community, I say, especially Tasco, that Sierra Leone Police Monitoring Board, under the leadership of Dr. Bibi, donated to the University Trust Fund a 250 million euros. You are honored. During the fundraising for the University Trust Fund, there was a widow's mite from Yatasama. I would say you are honored and you sound amazing. Our revered paramount chiefs, traditional authorities, clergy, we are thankful to all of you. Please permit me the time to recognize the contributions of the past and present administrators of former Eastern Polytechnic, especially the late Dr. Sandy A. Bokari, who served as principal from 1986 to 2014. The late Professor Natuyende also served as council chairman. The late Professor Takiti Dise. The late Mr. Adonis A. Kane served this institution for 33 years, who, amongst their efforts, in the midst of their effort, did not live to see this day. But let me recognize the other past executives who are here. Professor Mohamed T. Lahai, former principal. Professor Joe Robert Temagui, former council chairman. And the immediate past, Dr. Mohamed Kombo Kamanda. Their contribution climaxed this achievement. Lastly, let me thank the event management and everybody, administrators, staff, and students, that we will be required to use lots of energy and put more effort. Against this background, I want to therefore call in appreciation on Paramount Chief Momo Fawai to present our gift on behalf of this region to His Excellency the President. PC Fawai. The people of Eastern Region are a gift for His Excellency of First Lady, and we allow the Paramount Chief representative to do that presentation to His Excellency the President.
A special gift from the people of the Eastern region has been presented to President Julius Maada Bio in appreciation of this milestone, the new era marking in the education sector for the entire Eastern region, Kenema, Kailaun and Kono. Eastern Technical University, for the very first time in the history of this region of the wise in the east of Sierra Leone. One of the paramount chiefs for this region is doing that presentation on behalf of his colleague paramount chiefs. And President Julius Maada Bio has received it, handed to the First Lady, and the First Lady now to her assistant for onward personal and or private use.
We also present the gift to our Minister, Professor Alpha Tijan Wuri.
And another gift for the Minister of Higher Education, Professor Alpha Tijan Wuri, who is the President's Lieutenant in the education sector for technical and higher learning.
Alumni representative also present the gift to Professor Agali.
And another to the chairman of the Tertiary Education Commission, TEC, Professor Algali, all in recognition of their special roles and appreciation for the efforts done.
We want to officially, on behalf of the people of this region, declare this venue the Eastern Technical University of Sierra Leone Amphitheater to be renamed in honor of His Excellency our President, Dr. Julius Maada Bio.
So this amphitheater has been renamed to the Dr. Julius Maada Bio Amphitheater in recognition or in honor of his name.
Thank you so much.
Retired Brigadier Dr. Julius Maada Bio Amphitheater. This amphitheater has been renamed officially today. So, starting this academic year in this October, this amphitheater, this arena where we are seated or gathered, officially becomes the Retired Brigadier Dr. Julius Maada Bio Amphitheater. The amphitheater of the Eastern Technical University, the very first in the history of this eastern region of the wise, comprising Kenema, Kailaun and Kono districts.
Wherever we are, just stay put. Do not move. We are going to have the national anthem, and immediately after that, His Excellency the President and his entourage, and I'll kindly ask Professor Alpha Tijan Wuri to be accompanied by his colleague, Minister of Education, together with the First Lady and His Excellency the President, to unveil, on their way out, to unveil the logo of the university. Shall we please all rise for the national anthem now?
that marks officially the end of this program. Other courtesies and proceedings will go on as the day rolls by. Remember, this has been the official inauguration of the very first university for the entire Eastern region, based in Kenema City, Kenema District, for Kenema, Kailaun, and Kono districts. Eastern Technical University, officially inaugurated today by President Julius Maada Bio after the passing of the new Universities Act 2021, bringing in three new universities: Milton Magai University of Education and Technology, the Eastern Technical University, and the Kono University. From here, we will be moving to the inauguration also of the very first science school for girls in the whole of Sierra Leone, and that will be in Kenema City here. That will be next from the Sierra Leone Broadcasting Corporation. So stay tuned to the SLBC and keep it locked as we proceed to the rest of the day's broadcast. Let me speak to Dr. Philip John Kanu, who officially, well, he seems to be a busy man so far here, on invitation by his colleagues here at the Eastern Technical University. This is Kenema City, east of Sierra Leone, the Eastern Regional Headquarters town, where we are bringing you proceedings for the inauguration today of the first university for the entire Eastern region. And that has officially come to an end. President Julius Maada Bio has done that ceremony, has performed that task officially today. So now, the Eastern region now has the very first university it will call their own. One more university to go for the Eastern region, which will be based in Kono. And that is one of the provisions in the 2021 Universities Act, recently passed by Parliament. But let me speak to the public relations officer of this Eastern Technical University again, the man whom we've been talking to earlier. There are a few things that need to be clarified, because today marks also the end for the tenure of the previous administration under the Eastern Polytechnic. Does that signify there are no more members of staff of this university?
Well, that remains now with the administration. There's a two-way approach to all of this always. Either you lay them off and then you employ them, or they continue on the same condition they had been employed upon, but improved upon as a university. So on that note, the decision is going to be administrative, and then they will either say they will have to lay everybody off and everybody reapplies, and then they employ them again so that they could be full-fledged staff of the Eastern Technical University of Sierra Leone.
Well, Chancellor designates. Explain to our listeners and viewers.
A chancellor. The Chancellor designates, we are very happy that he's one of us. He's an Easterner too, and he has everything that the Universities Act 2021 has stated that a person should have. So a chancellor is someone who superintends over the administration of the university, especially the courts, and it gives the overall decision making of the university. Now that we've rolled over to university, the chancellor now will, with his court, will make several meetings, and then the meetings they will hold, then they will bring out decisions that will lead to the operation of the university.
Thank you very much, PRO, for speaking to the SLBC.
I am very
and a marvelous job done by your team.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations, and we wish you the very best.
We thank the SLBC for coming, and then we hope to getting them always.
All right, thank you very much. Let me speak to the Minister of Sports, Ibrahim Yelenke, who is here. Mr. Minister, kindly accept our interview. You are here. Does your presence here signify that sports is going to be a whole discipline altogether, a whole faculty? I've not heard that from President Julius Maada Bio's statement. Good afternoon. Welcome to the SLBC.
Thank you, thank you. Of course, you know, football is everywhere. Football is a discipline that is accepted in all institutions. So, by the establishment of this university, I think sports again is going to be a key discipline in this institution.
How are you going to facilitate the coming of some of your technical people into, well, part-time or permanent, well, support in terms of...
And it will focus on science, because science is the basic essence of everything that we must have as a society. If we are not strong in the sciences, we lack innovation, we lack creativity, and our value system will not serve us very well. There is no school of this kind in Kenema district. Maybe it is in other parts of the country, but there's no school like this that focuses on science. The school is equipped with computer laboratory to enhance IT skills to support quality education for girls, because girls can do it, and we must encourage them. We should not always sit and say they are not capable. Everyone is capable. Every individual in this world is capable, as long as you have the determination and the passion to focus on it. So I think if the girls actually do focus on it, they can become scientists, they can become engineers, they can also become mathematicians. Those are the ones that we also need in this country. We have too many politicians, we have too many social scientists, we have too many teachers also, we have too many doctors also, and then we also have nurses. But we must also ensure that there are other categories of professions in Sierra Leone that we have to focus on. Then the school is also equipped with a laboratory for the daily teaching of the school girls. As we are all aware, practical science education is something that we need to focus on. If you go around this school, you will see that it consists of 7 classrooms, 4 laboratories, that is made up of chemistry, biology, physics, and the rest. Then there is a teacher's common room, we have a library, and this multi-purpose hall that we are seated here today. There is a kitchen, a store, hostel facility, a school bus that is on the way coming, and accommodation for the principal. In addition, the school will be equipped with leisure facilities such as a school field, playground for sports activities to be completed in the 3rd phase. Solar and water facilities are provided to ensure the school's effective operation. Then, the construction of the hostel is in progress, and as you go outside, you see that work is far advanced. When the hostel is completed, it will accommodate 300 girls at a time or even more, depending on how the rooms are structured. There is also room for expansion, and the community members are ready to provide land for future expansion. The government of Sierra Leone provides subsidies to finance the school's operation after 1 year of construction and management by Sierra Leone. That was the agreement we have with the ministry before we progress with construction. This provision gives the government enough time to incorporate the school in its planning and budgeting process to provide continuous support for the school.
I would like to remind the ministry of this commitment and to start the necessary preparations for this. It is in our joint interest to plan and manage the school well to ensure the girls who receive education from the school are outstanding and contribute significantly towards the development of Sierra Leone. SEN, together with the ministry, selected girls in all chiefdoms in the district who have achieved the best results in the basic education certificate examination in the field of science. This has provided an opportunity for the selected girls to specialize in science subjects to develop a strong foundation for tertiary education in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. In the future, the school will accept girls from other districts across the country who have similar needs for science education. Let me make a point. This school is not for Sierra Leone. This school is for the government of Sierra Leone and should serve the needs of people, especially girls, who want to pursue science degree. SEN as an organization, our strategic interest in the development of this school comes to an end once our time and our objectives are clear. So this has to be clear. The school is for the government of Sierra Leone. The teachers for the school are also provided by the ministry here in Kenema, and there's an increased partnership with them to ensure that we have the best teachers for the school. And that is what we are working on. As you are all aware, this school has some principles and values that we want to focus on girls, and we need a very qualified and competent principal who is a woman to lead it. We have done adverts and other things, but we are still searching. The reason is we can't compromise the quality. So we are still searching to be able to find a principal who is dedicated, but who has the passion and commitment to manage and lead the school. That is what we are looking for. The project is not only the Yamapi school. We have also contributed to the improvement of teachers' skills on computer, and that is the reason why we have established the Computer Training Center for Teachers, which is located in the Ministry for Basic Education. For the past number of months in the year, we have had several teachers there who have been benefiting from education there. And that is what we are committed to doing. We hope that it helps. Given the progress so far we have made with the school, I'm however sad that the school lacks a fence for security. SEN Sierra Leone is looking for resources to support the construction of a fence wall and will welcome support from government for this. We are also seeking support to develop the sport facilities in the compound, and then those efforts are far advanced, but we still welcome assistance where necessary. The project contributes to the government of Sierra Leone in its bid to promote science, technology, engineering, and mathematics education, and in fulfillment of the government's free quality education policy. Even that we are opening the school to promote the education of girls, equality can guarantee those girls the opportunity to grow and pursue their dreams. Mr. President, the government has made tremendous efforts with the Gender Empowerment Bill. It is yet to be enacted into law. We call on you to continue to pursue your manifesto and ensure that the Parliament passes the bill into law, using all the powers at your disposal. We know you can do it, and we trust that you can do it for the better development of the girls who are here and for all girls in Sierra Leone. I would like to thank you, Mr. President, and the German government for believing in and investing on education. Education is the essence of everything that is good, and I would like to continue to thank you so much. On behalf of SEN Sierra Leone, thank you all for coming, and we hope that this school will serve the nation well. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Council Director. You forgot your telephone here, please. we move on with the rest of the program, and with the call on the Pikin now from the school. I hope they don't send us there's a performance we can do for His Excellency and the First Lady, but let them see for 5 minutes, so that they can do that performance quick. So while they're ready for camp, I would like to introduce Mr. Amara Sowa, who sits there in the audience. Mr. Sowa is the National Coordinator for the Pre-Quality School Education Program. And the time where they will be returned the sword of the school on the 20th of February this year, Daniel Mr. Sowa Binkam, Naina will be the keynote speaker, and we will perform the story of the sword. I would also like to introduce Madam Agnes Kamara, when Naina will feed start, the head of the feed staff in Kenema. Madam Kamara, could you please stand so it's reference to the field? Deputy Director in Kenema. And I ask for all the education staff there within this room, let them come out, let His Excellency see them, please. Thank you so much. I hope the girls are ready to come for the performance now. Do that quickly.
Sure. Agnes. Agnes Miata, unakam. Sure. Good.
Oh, Sasa, you strong and the brave. Ido, you must say that again. Ladies and gentlemen, I repeat, oh, Sasa, the strong and the brave.
Am I seeing myself becoming a surgical doctor soon? Don't worry, my dear. You are my family surgeon to be. No worries. As long as I am well paid for my services and
I am not sure for the kind of family you are going to have tomorrow. Because making another your family doctor would be like making a breeding home for bacteria and viruses. How much of that is space is so strong? She cannot handle the chemistry. Let's not talk about physics.
alright, no way, Adama, you are going nowhere. Mama, you met us here, and you must be the one to leave us. And I'm here to make sure we enjoy your absence.
Mama, this is insanity. What makes you think you can pretend it as not getting a bonus of the sciences? Because our brain is too weak to handle the science. You know, I feel like a car, and every car is a weaker sex to handle the science.
It's not of your blabbing, Mama. The sciences is not secret society. It is an open field of studies from boys and girls who are ready to face big challenges. There is no weaker sex, and just as become medical doctor, civil mechanical engineer, pilot, and many more. Look around you. The nurses from excellence is a pointer to the fact that the girls are coming to make a better future. So you better believe it or you get out of sight. Thank you very much, Nyako, for coming to my aid at the right time. Mama is like a nightmare to me.
Adama, you must stand up for yourself against Mama. You are intelligent, but you feel inferior in front of Mama. Take a look at the past second results. You got better grades in mathematics than Mama. The last time, you defeated in the multiplication of mental activities. And can you please help me ask Jack what is up with her? She is here, but her mind is not with us at all.
Shabu. Yes, what is the problem?
Jabu, Sanchi is surely in her side. What is it?
I'm great, I'm just imagining something else. Tell us, Shabu, so that we can find a lasting solution. My caregiver wants me to attend a core educational school and to ask us on Zoom. She said no to science under obstacles, except the commercial. This is my struggle. No, my caregiver is coming far off. We all must go our separate ways.
You Jabu, stand there and listen to me.
Have some manners and address her with some respect. And be very careful of this will end between you and me face to face and blow for blow. Mama, I'm not in the mood for your troubles.
Well, sorry for disappointing you. When you see me, you see Wahala. Your caregiver asked on my opinion on offering the sciences and attending school for girls.
And what did you tell my caregiver, please?
First of all, I said your brain is incapable to handle the sciences. So doing, science is out of it now, as I have jumped into study your little plans with your friends. I also put to your caregiver that core education and school best suit your time, because you will be able to learn from boys easily, as academic competition among girls are very weak and can only end up in gossip and train body in class.
What other negative things can you say about the relentless girls design sciences in girls' school?
What? You have that president?
And the tenants took the capability and
You know that is power.
in the bus.
With warfare infantry.
And more importantly, to titillate what has been tantalized by you and the likes of many more. Mama, your words are pathetic, outdated, rejected, denounced, and excommunicated.
Ay.
a ball. He has got value for the game. And students of us our desire to stop the science world and hey, boss, do you think I'm scared of you? The only one that can champion is the world of the teaching because science is meant for smart friends like mine. I have broken my arm. Why? It fell down too badly. Please let me hold. My arm is broken. Little nothing Karen said. After is the smartest in this world. He is sweating like a farmer's training student. Please, Nyako, help me. Take me home to my parents. My arm is broken. Nyako, please, let's do something. Let us start with first aid. His arm is not broken. Now, hold him fast. And you mama prepare for this. Prepare for what? My arm is broken and I can feel my broken bone in my flesh. You must laugh. So wicked is upper and lower man. Let me tell you, loud man. Ah! What have you done to my arm? I feel pain, but it is clear that my arm is not broken. You better know the difference between a broken arm and a dislocated one. And he calls himself a science student. I can see he's in a dangerous state of body fluid caused by his continuous sweating. Dehydration at work. Let us give it to dehydration attack. Give him the liquid state of H2O. What is H2O? Please guys, don't ask me again. Keep quiet. H2O is just a chemical symbol of water. You are lucky I have coconut. Let me sip on the coconut water.
Are we clap for that, please?
And please, if you keep your organs functioning properly, and you listen to me no more. Boys and girls are very important, and we must learn to value each other and be our partners in development. Now, we must teach your look caregiver to make our caregiver understand that the science is an open field for girls too.
Okay, long clap for it. Now let the program down. Thank you so much. Yeah, let's do that. Big hand again. Thank you. Thank you so much. The women of tomorrow. At least there's one word. There's one word we will remind you of. The word transcendental decentralized. We had it, we used to use it in school many years ago. Thank you so much. So we will now come to the statement. Statement on the list. For that, I would like to recognize the company where they do this work, Mark and Sons. Even there, on a graph list. The company where they do this construction, Mark and Sons. If they are not there, we now go to 4 statements, and each one for us 2 minutes. The first person we will call, now the person where they talk on behalf of the family, whether they provide this land beside the school building, or they can talk for 2 minutes. The land owning family.
Mr. Chairman, His Excellency Dr. Retired Brigadier Madavio, His Excellency the First Lady of Sierra Leone, Republic of Sierra Leone, Honorable Ministers, PD of Longowa, Mayor of Kanama District Council, Kanama District Council Chairman, Civil Society, Security, the media, traditional leaders, ladies and gentlemen, and all protocol observed. I want to say good afternoon. I want to say good afternoon to you all. Today is a pressure opportunity for Combematon ever since in history for receive the president of Sierra Leone and a very big opportunity for us today. In that light, I want to take this opportunity on behalf of Combema community for say thanks and appreciation to His Excellency Dr. Julius Peter Abadabio and his government for where they give total support to education.
Attend the school facility only for week. What they talk now today on land for the people there, know they appreciate you so much. Let we talk for the care with government down. This will ever happen in this country. Can the man go to school like this? Now only this government will not this capacity. The country is all that came out today. And not we say all that come back later. Single-handedly, Nayami will talk say over to the inside this country. The appointment, the development of the one at the Kutawa they do, the city hall, now one of the side, and this government of the media. They will always have evil everything today. The different story comes to the Academy today.
I want to tell you and the Kenema people and say this year SPSC Kenema Naikan second nationwide. But not today is couple at the district and the second youth who they can SPSC so they can post. So the Kenema people wait today for opening university and for opening the Center of Excellence School, also by chance. People that were really, since 2018, don't embrace education at the highest level. So I called two people then. One, Mr. Abdullahi Sajobari, we can force Kenema District